welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of been waiting for a very long time. If you've been watching me for a long time, I did promise you this video like over a year ago, but I feel like my opinions have slowly changed, and I also feel as though I'm more mature to say how I feel. When you have a platform, you have to be very cautious and vigilant about what you're saying, and you know, I have a bunch of people who follow me, and I never will take that for granted. So I just wanted to like make sure that I'm ready to properly sit down and chat with you and get everything out for you guys, because you guys know I don't hold back. I stand up for what I believe in, and I really do assure that you guys do the same thing too, because it will make a difference for somebody, you know. And even if you feel like, you know, your opinion doesn't matter, it truly does matter. So, you know, down below in the comment section, let me know how you feel about today's discussion, and please be respectful of others. Let's just get started. Now, if you want to perceive me as the angry black girl, then if you want to do that, that's all on you, okay? I know me. And if you are watching me for the first time and you're judging me solely based on this video, then that's you. Do as you wish. But I know that deep down inside, nobody's really speaking up. There are only a few channels and only a few people who actually have the balls to speak up for what they believe in and to actually start a discussion. And I want to be one of them. I want to get involved. I'm an advocate for living your best life and feeling good in your skin, okay? You've seen the title of today's video. I'm not gonna lie, I made that a title because I knew if I just wrote a title of colorism or racism, nobody would click it. And that's so sad, because those are the actual ongoing issues that we need to talk about. We need to talk about racism within the community, racism around the world. Racism doesn't only happen in the US. I've gotten those comments before saying like, Keisha, you probably never dealt with racism. You're from the UK, you don't know anything about racism. Honey, racism happens worldwide. Don't be so ignorant and dumb. Colorism is basically believing that lighter skinned people are better looking and more appealing and more sexier, more handsome than darker skinned people, which I truly don't believe in. I think everyone's beautiful in their own skin. I'm not just saying that. I'm not trying to copy the Pinterest quotes. I've never been like, oh, this person is really ugly, this person is really ugly because of that skin tone. No, everyone is beautiful in their own way. I've seen a bunch of videos on YouTube where people would ask, do you prefer light skinned people or dark skinned people?
Light skins or dark skins?
I think light skins.
Why?
Because like I'm already dark enough. I'm not trying to have
that?
my child to be dark like
So
your skin tone.
Also, why does this only happen like in American schools? Here in the UK, we don't really be attempting that kind of nonsense, just because, I mean, at least we know our right from wrongs. At least our education isn't as messed up. No shade, but like I had to go there because I'm not one to sit back and act like I'm not seeing this nonsense, you know? And I'm just thinking like, bitch, what? Your mama is blacker than black. So who don't you want to date? I'm just curious. Some of these people are really dumb, and I feel like colorism happens within our own community. It's not the white people starting these things. Yes, they be doing the most a lot of the time, but when it comes to colorism, I truly believe it comes from our community. I'm not here to call people out and to bash people. I'm only here to educate people and influence people and basically tell people to just do the right thing. There's always Google, educate. It's not every day go on Facebook and stalk people. It's not every day go on Instagram and try and be the Insta baddie. No, honey, sometimes you need to just like sit back. Sit all the way back, in fact. Whenever I come across those videos like, do you prefer light-skinned girls or dark-skinned girls, I'm just really irritated by it. And it's sad that it's become popular and it's become a trendy thing to do. Imagine waking up and thinking, yeah, I want to make a video like that just so I can get views. Are you dumb? Or are you just simply stupid? Like, I'm gonna give you some time to pick one. Which one is it? If it's entertainment for you, then you are equally just as bad as the people making the videos and the people dishing into it, and for watching it and for being amused by it and for seeing no issue with it. For me, when I'm watching it as a person of color, I feel really disrespected. I don't need approval from anybody else. I know I'm beautiful, not just because I'm black. I'm not beautiful just for a black girl. I'm beautiful just in general. You might not like me. You might think I have ugly hair. You might think I have this, I have that. I know I'm beautiful. I wish more people would reassure themselves that. And it's so sad because a lot of people look past the mirror and they just see this person who's ugly, who's too dark. Now, I know I'm going all over the place, but this is just what's coming out my brain, and I'm not trying to hold back, okay? I'm beautiful. Regardless of what anyone says, I know I'm beautiful, and that's probably because of my upbringing. I was always brought up with parents telling me, Keisha, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that. But that wasn't them bigging me up. It was just them reassuring, because I think it's very important to reassure your kids that they're beautiful and install into their head. Speaking of that, I was watching some idiots on YouTube. They're absolute idiots. If there's one channel that I literally hate in this world, it's, I don't know what they're called, but I will put like a video or picture of them on the screen. Family channel, and they decided that it would be very funny to make fun of their newborn child. Now, when that story first came out, I was literally going mental. Does this shit actually happen? Like, do people think this is entertainment? Why would you say that? Why are you complaining that your newborn looks a bit too dark for you? The eyes are too dark. People like them have a huge following, and that makes me feel really, really sad. I'm not jealous, because I can't be jealous of that. No one's clocking it. No one's calling them out. Everyone's like, oh my god, yes, Damian, Bianca, yes, you guys are couple goals. Couple goals who? They're literally ignorant assholes. Grown-ass people, yeah, they don't know the right from wrong. That's your queen. That's your king. Okay, cool. Back onto the topic of colorism first, before we talk about racism on YouTube. What's wrong with dark-skinned girls? Why are you so judgmental? Why do you think that every dark-skinned girl is mad all the time? Why are you so stereotypical? Men are very much I feel like the founders of colorism, in my opinion. I feel like it just comes from men. Men think that the lighter a woman is, the more sexier she is, the more exotic she looks. If that's what you like, do you. But don't try and drill that into other people's heads. Don't bash a dark-skinned person in the process of doing that. How does that make sense? A lot of the men who are trash-talking darker-skinned women are the ones who have the darkest mum. The ones who were brought up by dark-skinned women. So if you know you wouldn't say it to your mum's face, don't say it on the internet. Let's talk about racism on YouTube, because it is very vigilant. I click on the trended page nearly every single day that I'm on YouTube, just because I want to see like who are new influencers I can follow. What does YouTube want me to watch? I don't really exactly know how the trending pages work, to be completely honest with you. If you guys know about it, then please let me know. The trending page is the page that YouTube wants us to click. It's YouTube's way of showing us the best videos that came out this week, that came out this month, the ones that are like the most looked at, I guess, in a way. Honestly speaking, I have never seen a person of color on the trending page besides KSI.
A little bit of a lengthy video, so sit back, relax.
In my opinion, KSI is just more appealing for white people. I've tried to watch KSI before and I can't get into it, just because I feel like his main demographic, not because his main demographic is white kids, because there's nothing wrong with that. I watch anybody. I don't watch someone because of their race. I watch people because I'm fond of their personality, I like their vibe, I like their content. Let's get that out of the way. When it comes to KSI, he's just a cringe asshole who literally makes money off of white kids. And he's smart for doing that, because main people watching YouTube nowadays are actually white kids. They are purchasing their merchandise. So very smart for you, KSI. Wow, you finally used a brain. Let's just take KSI out of this box real quick. I have never seen a person of color trend, specifically a female, and I have an issue with that, because I'm a female and I want to see representation, and I don't see representation. I hardly see it in the media. They don't want to use people of color in roles, in films, but you would think at least YouTube got your back. Honey, they don't. You think they've got you until they don't, okay? The reason why I say person of color is because I'm not only talking about black people, I'm talking about Asian people too. There's a lot of colorism also that happens within the Asian community. I just want to also touch on that too. I'm not Asian, but I do have to say it does happen. I see it with my own eyes, so I'm not going to sit here and act like it doesn't happen. People need to be very accepting of each other, because why do you just want 5 shades of Jeffree Stars when you could have a mixture of everything? If you're really smart and business-minded, specifically makeup brands as well, let me get into that real quick. I know I'm talking about everything. I have recently been getting into makeup, and even before getting into makeup, it was rare to find a dark-skinned lady on YouTube who actually found a shade of foundation that was suitable for her. Why can't I just find a shade of foundation that matches my skin tone without having to mix things? If you are not educated enough on skin tones, of undertones, then don't come up with a foundation line. If you're not going to do it like Fenty, don't do it at all. Simple as. Just save it. No one wants it. At this point, you might as well just tweet that you're racist. Because a lot of people try to hide it behind ignorance and try to hide it behind, I didn't know this, I didn't know that. I'm only 19 years old, and I can honestly say that I'm content with it now, because I'm very much happy to be black. I'm happy to be a dark-skinned girl, because there's so much beauty and power in that personally for me. And I wouldn't change it for the world. In fact, I can't change it for the world. I'm not happy with that. But there are a lot of people, my skin tone, a bit lighter than me, darker than me, who feel like they wish they were lighter, who wish they could bleach. And I get that message on a daily, and that's what prompted me to film this video, because you don't get appreciated enough. I certainly do appreciate you, but nobody else appreciates you, and it sucks, because why does race have to be the topic of discussion all the time? I literally kept this in for a long time to finally get it out. The only time there's like a person of color on the trending page is if they're musicians. Like Khalid will always be on the trending page regardless. I'm not really gonna mention musicians in this, or like celebrities. I'm talking about everyday life people. You know, people like you and I. You and I. Sorry, I'm annoying. I have tried to be optimistic in the past. I've tried to like let things slide. I've tried to give people hope. And I still want to give people hope that things will get better, but honestly this world is effed up. Shit like this happens, and it isn't only in the US, it isn't, you know, only in Asia, it happens in Europe, it happens everywhere. Just because you haven't experienced it personally or witnessed it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I need to find someone that looks like me on YouTube. I need to see some representation here on YouTube. If anyone from the team is watching, hi, please do better. They're probably going to demonetize this video and take the video down. If you do genuinely care about content creators, then you could possibly do more. And I don't want to hear the argument of, oh my god, but they have like YouTube Black Fest every year. I feel like that low-key is weird. I don't know what it is, but something about YouTube Black Fest is very weird to me. Obviously it's their way of trying to like appreciate black content creators, but I don't know, it just strikes me, when it first happened I was like, yeah, great, YouTube's acknowledging this, they're, you know, bringing more awareness to it. If they invited me, I probably personally wouldn't go. And it's not because I don't want to mingle with other YouTubers of my race, but it's just the idea of like throwing black people to one place. I don't know, I've always seen it like that. I love people just mingling with each other. I don't like people to be thrown on one side. That's not what I like. I like to see a bunch of everything, and I wish more people could see it that way, because there's so much beauty in that, than rather than just like throwing one race to one side, the other race to that side, and just dividing people. Like, when are you gonna show someone doing their makeup? When are you gonna show someone, a dark-skinned lady specifically, talking about business? Patricia Bright does it all the time. I don't see her getting on the recommended. That's the informative things that we need to be knowledgeable about. But I'm also not going to sit here and beg people to watch this person and watch that, because that's all up to you. But I really do want you guys to be aware and open your eyes more and just come out of your comfort zone. I think there's more fun in doing that too. Why don't you just mix that ish up? Why do I constantly see DIY stuff on my trending page, someone playing with slime? Like, we don't need that nonsense. Put it on YouTube Kids. It would just be nice to see somebody who looks like me. And you know what, in the past I used to cry myself to sleep at night because it pissed me off. You guys probably get mad because your boyfriend doesn't text you back in a couple of minutes, because your crush doesn't like you, but I get mad at like real life situations, because these are things that are going to affect us. Maybe not right now, but in years to come. We need to really just speak up about this nonsense, this mockery. Girl, I ain't standing for it, okay? You can, but I'm not going to, okay? And like I said, I have a platform and I only want to do good by it. Yes, I can troll some YouTubers sometimes. I've always wanted a platform to do stuff like this. The only time like they would ever put a black person on the trending page is if they're doing like some sort of mockery, if they're like trolling, if there's some sort of comedy, and like where they look like the joke. That's the only time they will be on the trending page, and that's still a rare thing. It's still a rare thing. You can't tell me that black content creators are not entertaining. I mean, some of them are just clearly not. Like, some of them are just very much dependent on the same kind of content. Their hair videos, how to wash your 3C hair. Sis, we didn't ask for it. You'll literally do the same routine as the one you did back in 2016. I do have to admit, there are a lot of people who are lacking creativity. There are only a few YouTubers that I watch. Who can I think of at the top of my head? Okay, I love Troy's TV. I love the Mademoiselle, Sade Amari. Who else?
I am Eloho, your favorite unicorn in the whole entire universe.
I'll link their channels down below. They're amazing black content creators who bring something different to the table. And I feel like sometimes the black community specifically don't want to try something new or don't want to come outside the box. So all the YouTubers that I've mentioned are YouTubers who I feel like they're really going against the stereotype of what black content creators should be doing. There's definitely room for anyone to do anything. Oh yeah, my family, I love her so much. I think she watches my content, I'm not sure, but she commented once before, and I knew that I wanted to make a video and mention her just because she is Asian. I think she's Filipino. She's made a whole video ranting about how there needs to be more representation within, you know, the Asian community and black community, and I was definitely here for it. She's definitely on the spot with that. But you know what, I'm gonna continue doing me. I'm gonna continue making the content because, you know, I have fun entertaining people. If it takes 10 years to see representation, then I'm away. I'm not going to give up now just because I'm not happy in the results I'm seeing or I'm not happy with the media. I think more can be done. So whilst YouTube wants to sit and be shady, I'm going to do the same thing too. Okay, these glasses look very much ugly, but that's the whole point. YouTube's behavior right now is ugly. If you guys end up enjoying this video, then please let me know down below in the comment section. Also, feel free to follow me on my Instagram. I'm very much active on there. I love everybody, and I think it shows in my personality. I'm very vibrant in what I believe in, and I always message you guys back. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about, then please check me out over on there. Also check out my single Pablo, which is actually the intro song. It's my first ever single, my first ever project, and we've been like doing insane. We've hit 70,000 streams on Spotify. I need to breathe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.